God loves me. Why is it I'm not getting answer to my prayer? Let me not deceive you. Most of our prayers are ignorance-based. They are product of ignorance. There are some of our prayer that until we take actions, nothing will happen. Look at this country now. We are praying, but nearly everybody in Nigeria wants to cut corner. So no matter what we are doing, because it is in our DNA to cut corner, it will still affect the nation. The nation cannot get results. You can imagine parents, a father going to the extent of sitting down for the jam for the son. If that father happened to be a governor, what will he do? And the son that the father sat for in jam, if that one become a leader tomorrow, what are you expecting? So if we are praying, are you getting it? We are praying for nation, but none of us is ready to abide by principle, nothing will work. A son or a daughter that's supposed to sit down and study well. He has the time, he has the energy, he has the brain, study to master, refuse to study, and is busy with his or Android, and is praying for miracle. If there is a mistake from WAEC or JAM, you will not be able to defend it. I remember there was a case of a school. Somebody had very bright result, I think about 9A in SSC exam. Then he get to school to collect certificate, they now say, write original copy received by me. She couldn't write it. The principal said, I can't release this result. Let me tell you, it's another thing to pray for opportunity. It's another thing to be capable when you get there. That's why Joseph has to pass through all that they passed through. Not that God hates him. God was alive when his brother hated him. God was alive when he was thrown to pit without water. God was alive when he was sold.
50% of people, they talk, they dream, they plan, they wish, they don't act. Once you become the person that tries, that takes action, you've left 50% of the people. And then most people try once. When it doesn't work, they stop. So you find out the one that tries again and again and again, therefore achieves exponential success, because that persistence just separates you from the crowd.
Before I continue with this video, please do us a favor, subscribe to the channel. That really helps us, and we shall ever be grateful to you. Like I have said before, I try my best to be as fair as possible. I go online and I search for videos, and I listen to what men of God said. Then I give my take. I comment on what they said in the videos. And sometimes I come across videos that are really inspirational. In fact, you listen to what the man of God was saying, and you'll be like, wow, how I wish all men of God teach the same thing. How I wish popular men of God transform their teachings into things like this. How I wish they have started teaching stuff like this many years ago. Maybe, just maybe, our society would have been a lot more different from what it is right now. Because to the best of my knowledge, many men of God have only preached prosperity, have only preached seed sowing, have only preached first fruit. And remember, prosperity, seed sowing, and offerings only go to benefit the church and the men of God, not the members. The men of God haven't really taught what benefited the people. They have only taught what has benefited them. That is why you see they are very successful people. Most men of God in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, they are very popular and they are super rich. Really rich people. Why their members are broke. So when I saw a video like this, where a man of God is impacting people with real life knowledge, I am so proud. I am so proud, because there's nothing as miracle money. There is never such a thing as miracle prosperity. There is never such a thing as praying without actually or physically doing the works. There's nothing like that. And one of my most favorite preacher, Dr. Ebed Damina, puts it the right way. If you think that God bless Christians, if you really believe that you can only prosper after you sow seed, how come unbelievers are prosperous? How come unbelievers prosper? How come people who do not believe in Christianity are prosperous? Can you answer that question? So, Dr. Abel really explained this very clearly. Everybody can be prosperous if they did the right things, if they follow the right procedure. There is a way in getting anything. And if you follow the way, if you follow the method, eventually you will get that thing. So you cannot just pray your way into prosperity. You have to pray and then actually do the works that is required in order for you to be prosperous. The same thing as the preacher in this video is saying. If prayers were to be the solutions to Nigeria's problems, wouldn't that be solved by now? Because majority of the people in Nigeria are Christians, are born-again Christians. They pray day in, day out. And how come Nigeria's problems still persist? How come we still have problems of poorly constructed roads? How come we still have problems of no constant electricity? How come we still have problems of unavailability of good drinking water? How come we still have problem of hunger and starvation? How come we still have the problem of unemployment? How come all these problems are still there, even though we have been praying against problems like these for 30, 40, 50, 60 years? You make a bet. How come we still have these problems if prayers could solve our problems? How come? And this is what most prosperity men of God will tell you, that just pray and things will be fine. They are liars. They didn't pray to get what they want. They didn't pray. They used their knowledge and skills acquired throughout the years to manipulate you into giving your money to them. Their wealth and success did not come from praying. They actually manipulated you into contributing to their lifestyle, and you gave your wealth to them. That is why they are successful. Bishop David Oyedepo did not pray to be successful. He stole your money. He stole from you, and that is why he's successful. Pastor Enoch Adeboye did not pray to be successful. He manipulated you. He convinced you into giving your heart and money to him. You guys merely transferred your wealth to him. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not successful because he prayed day in, day out. No. He is successful because he was skilled enough to deceiving you into transferring your money to him. He was very skilled in that. And many of them, even Pastor Chris, he also is the same. He was really skilled at convincing people into funding his lifestyle, funding his personal life, funding his church, and everything he wants. And that is why he is very successful. So let nobody fool you into thinking that you just need to pray and things will be fine. It's a lie. It won't be. If that were to be the case, you would have been successful by now. If that were to be the case, unbelievers would never, ever be successful. Don't let anyone fool you. You have to get out there. You have to learn some skills. You have to do something. You have to do things that are of economic importance to our society. And in return, you shall reap the reward of the things you've done. You have to be able to serve people. In exchange, they will give you their money. In another way, what the men of God are doing are actually serving a people. They are serving you, and in return, you give your money to them. That is why they are successful, even though they are using manipulative tricks on you, but they are still serving you nevertheless. So if you want to be successful, you have to go out there. You have to serve people. You have to have a product that people are willing to buy. And when they buy the product, you can then become successful. What I am doing here is serving you with information. So if tomorrow I am rich, it wasn't because I prayed. No, it was because I brought forth information that were valuable to you. And in return, YouTube pays me a lot of money. That is how it works. We all must go out there and do something. We must contribute to the economic of our country, of our society, of our community, and in return, we shall be very successful. So kudos to the man of God for pointing this out. And I think he is one of those men of God who are really educating their members. So I'm so happy to see him saying things like this. And let's hope he continues. And let's hope other men of God who are really big men of God, like Bishop David Oyedepo or Pastor Enoch Adeboye or Pastor Chris, would pick up this message and then make it their primary objective. But you guys out there, when you hear a man of God say things like this, what is your take? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. Like always, we appreciate hearing from you. And also, do us a favor, like this video, share it. Subscribe to this channel because that helps us a lot. And we shall ever be grateful to you. So, thank you much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.